Last year, I went on a business trip for work. Instead of flying, I decided to drive because I really disliked airports and airplanes. I always preferred driving whenever I had the chance. For my trip, I booked 2 Airbnbs, one for the journey there and another for the journey back. Everything went smoothly on the way to my destination, but I can't say the same for my return journey. On the way back, I reached the Airbnb latte in the evening after a tiring day of travel. As I walked around the house, something felt off. The decor was old-fashioned, with dark wooden furniture and heavy curtains. The air felt stale, and there was a lingering smell of cigarette smoke. When I compared the house to the pictures I had seen online, it was as if I was in a different place altogether. The furniture was different, and even the layout seemed to have changed. It was difficult to believe it was the same house. Although I was exhausted and annoyed, I brushed off these concerns. I was only there for the night, so as long as it was a place to sleep, I was willing to accept it. The door code worked, so perhaps they had just used the wrong photos or misrepresented the property to attract more bookings. I dropped my travel bags and showered before getting into bed and falling asleep. However, during the night, a loud noise woke me up suddenly. It sounded like something had toppled over in the hallway. I sat up, straining to hear any other sounds, but everything else was quiet. Despite my efforts to go back to sleep, my mind refused to rest without checking the house. I got up and ventured into the hallway. It was empty, with no one in sight and no signs of anything having fallen. I decided to check the other rooms just to be sure, but once again, I found nothing unusual. When I returned to the bedroom, I saw movement out of the corner of my eye, a figure slipping into the bathroom. My heart raced. I froze. Soon, a man emerged from the bathroom doorway. He was tall and thin, looking starved and wild-eyed. "Wallet," he said firmly, his tone sending shivers down my spine. Nervously, I gestured toward my bag against the wall. I noticed a kitchen knife in his hand. He picked up the bag and slung it over his shoulder, then instructed me to move into the hallway. As I stepped back, I saw another man at the end of the hallway, his appearance similar to the first. Both men stared at me, their gazes hungry and predatory, as if they were ready to pounce at any moment. "Please, just let me go," I pleaded softly. The man in the hallway turned his attention to something around the corner, and in that moment, my survival instinct kicked in. Without thinking, I bolted for the front door. I managed to escape and sprinted down the road until I reached a gas station. I dialed 911, but by the time the police arrived, the men had vanished. The officers hinted that the area was known for robberies and attacks, and in the daylight, the neighborhood's dangerous nature became more evident. I had never been to that area before, so I had no clue that I was staying in a high-crime neighborhood. It had never crossed my mind that an Airbnb could be located in such a place. The most terrifying part of the experience was when I was running away. I swear, I heard more than just 2 sets of footsteps chasing me, which left me haunted by the possibility of what might have been if I hadn't managed to escape.